Hello, DeFi Chain Gang. Welcome to today's Fireside Chat. I hope you're having a great day and reserved some time for an exciting guest tonight. Before we start with today's show, we need to sort out some housekeeping items. I know that's the boring stuff, but leave us a like if you like the show. It helps the project dramatically, and also a subscription of the channel is also something that we really appreciate and helps us to get out in the world. So, then the little bell on top, and then we are done with the boring stuff. And now let's get right into the topic. I'm really stoked to have a really exciting guest tonight. I know I repeat myself exciting, 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 but he is not only a long-time member of our DeFi Chain community, he is also a real movie star. And with that, let's jump right in and welcome Bene. Welcome to today's Fireside Chat. My movie star, the first one I've got here. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks, Mark, for having me. I'm curious what will happen now. So let's start in the fireside chat.
Nothing so unexpected. Don't no worries, no worries. We're just gonna have a really friendly conversation. I know you for quite a while. You're super, super heavily involved in DeFi chain. You are the producer of these awesome videos that I think everybody knows out there. But before we talk about all, how did this happen? How did you start doing videos for DeFi chain? Maybe give us a little bit the lowdown, a short introduction. I say that's a little bit like in a job interview here. Where do you come from? Who are you? That people really know where they should put you.
Yeah, so the story with the videos is quite interesting, but we talk about this later. You helped me a lot with this, but yeah, first I introduce myself. I'm Bene. I come from Germany. I live in Albstadt. This is in Baden-Württemberg, near to Stuttgart.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm quite a long time now in the community. I think around 2 years now, and I never regret it. It's always a funny time there. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. You're an extremely positive person. So I know you because we had a lot of conversations about how can we improve the community, what can we do for the good spirit in the community. And one thing I have to give you back, like really as a compliment, I've you can be sometimes quite sarcastic, what I like, but you're always good spirit, always positive. Let's build and never bitching around. Thank you very much. That's really highly appreciated.
Yeah, I try to. I try to. It doesn't work all the time like this because yeah, in a bear market, everyone is a little bit more under pressure than normally. I
Yeah.
feel this with my videos, for example. I stopped now for a while making these funny videos because people got offended from
Seriously.
that I made fun. So they told me, "Hey, you have to be serious now because we are in a bear market." And then I thought, okay, I will stop this for a while. But yeah, I try to bring normally positive vibes in the community, and yeah, I do my best there. Let's say
Cool.
like this.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think that works fantastic. So I think there's a long story behind that. Maybe before we go into this crypto talk that we usually do, let us know a little bit what's your background. So what are you doing if you're not creating videos for DeFi Chain?
Yeah. So my tax guy was wondering about this when I come with all these transactions in crypto, and he also asked me, "What are you doing for a living normally?" And I
Mm.
said, "I'm a social worker." And he could not bring these two topics together, social work and crypto.
Hmm.
So actually, I started as yeah, a student in social work, made my master degree there, and yeah, then I worked for 10 years with pupils on the school, and
Hmm.
it was really amazing time. I learned so much there from the kids. I think it's really a purpose of mine to help kids, and it was a very fulfilling time, and I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, after 10 years, it's time to leave. I mean, I get older, and I was never I was not so much in touch anymore with the kids then
Hmm.
when I was older. So I decided, okay, I have to switch my job a little bit, and then I became a psychological advisor, and that was also a very interesting time. But what was difficult for me is when you have 4 or 5 clients in a row that have a strong depression or suicide thoughts, and you have to you have to help these people, and you have to be professional at that time, but you take it to home. I mean, you deal with this also at
Mm-hmm.
home, and it felt not so good for me because this fun part was not there anymore. With the kids, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of crazy stuff happening, and at the psychological place, it was more. Yeah, it was more serious,
Super
and I
serious, yeah.
didn't like that part so much. So I decided, okay, what can I do now? And then I switched to yeah, becoming a little bit more independent, becoming self-employed, and yeah, DeFi Chain helped me a lot with this. So I'm normally more a safety person. I
Okay.
want to be safe, and I thought a lot of time about getting into yeah, being self-employed. But yeah, DeFi Chain helped me then because I had the steady cash flow,
Okay.
and then I made the decision. Okay, let's start something new, a new chapter in my life. And I think since 1.5 years or so, I'm now for adventure pedagogic, for social skills, and team building and that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah, I'm self-employed now.
Okay, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know your background, but it makes a lot of sense for me. Especially in bear markets, we need a lot of psychological support. So I think now the community has got somebody to turn to. You've got some skills there. And another thing that I was just smiling because I saw you've got your super professional video setup, right? Microphone and camera and stuff. I think if you talk to people, it's all about this dark radio DJ voice, like to chill them down and make them relax. So now I know why the why the
I
equipment
mean,
might
you,
be
you
there.
told you told the people that I'm the epic video creator of DeFi Chain. So I thought, okay, I have to put my camera here, and I see you, Mark, now here in my laptop. That's why I switch sometimes in this direction.
You do an
And I
awesome
thought,
job.
okay, now let's do it big, because yeah, I have to show now that I'm really this epic video creator that you call me. So I put all my stuff here.
Very
I'm
nice.
sitting with a light here, a light here. So
Yeah,
there's a whole setting
it's
now
super.
around.
It's super perfect. Hey, from the thumbnail to your setup, it's all it's freaking
Yeah, I just
fantastic.
hope that my girlfriend doesn't come into the room now, because then the door will push all the stuff away. So then we have a problem. So then then we have to start again. But I think for now it's fine.
Okay, fantastic, awesome. Hey, Bene. So before we talk about DeFi chain, let's go a little bit back in time. How did you get in crypto? I mean, nobody starts with DeFi chain, right? Or at least most people didn't start with DeFi chain. How did you get into crypto? And yeah, let's tackle that first.
Yeah, I think I can show you. Wait, quickly. I have it here. The author of this book here
Oh, okay.
got me into crypto.
Seriously,
Um,
okay.
und Yuval Noah Harari, but not with this book, with his other book Homo Deus, and
Mm-hmm.
it's about the future. And I read this book, and it was amazing to read this book, really, but also scary what will happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But he talked a lot of about algorithmic things. He talked a lot of machine learning and so on, and that at the end everything will become digital.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, then I thought, yeah, he's right with his opinion in his book. And 1 or 2 days after I finished this book, there was an ad on Facebook about buying Bitcoin, and I was reading this, and I thought, okay, Bitcoin is digital money. That's what I knew
Okay.
already. And then I thought, yeah, everything becomes digital. This guy says this, and now I see here Bitcoin. Maybe it's a sign. And so I decided to invest in Bitcoin. I think it was early 2017, so not
Okay.
in the late 2017 when everyone bought. It was in the early 2017, and Bitcoin was maybe, I don't remember how much it was, but not much. I think around $1,000, $2,000, something like this probably.
I think even
And
cheaper. I think even cheaper. I
could
got
be,
I
could be,
got
yeah.
I got in that 2017. I think at that time it might have been $600-700 or something like this even. Yeah. So it was a good time
Yeah,
to enter.
could also be. Yeah, and I started with €1,000, and that was basically it. And yeah, like most people do, I didn't put all of it in Bitcoin. I started with Coinbase back then,
Okay.
and I saw there is also a coin named Litecoin. And because I was able to buy more of them and I could buy a full Litecoin or more Litecoin, I decided, okay, I buy also Litecoin, because with Bitcoin it's always the problem at the beginning. You want a full Bitcoin and it
Exactly.
is very difficult to buy. Maybe now it's a little bit better, but um, yeah, it's difficult for 25, 26 years old back then to buy a full Bitcoin, even if it's just 500, $600, like you said. And then I decided, okay, I buy also Litecoin, and yeah, that was my first two investments, Bitcoin and Litecoin. I never
Okay.
had stocks at that time, so
Hmm.
really Bitcoin was my first investment in my
Wow,
life.
cool. So that's a quite unique story, because a lot of people always tell me, okay, you know what? I know this. There's this dude called Julian Hospen. I was following him and I heard about him, and that's why I started. So you had a completely different story, how you got into crypto, and how did it go then from there? So you bought your first cryptocurrencies on Coinbase, and then you were just sitting there and holding on to it, or did you, like many others, go wild into, because that was the ICO hype, right? In this time,
Yeah,
everybody was throwing
yeah.
money after every shitcoin, like I did. So how did the story continue, and how successful have you been then?
I made a lot of mistakes, really. I made so many mistakes. When I think back, I'm really embarrassed when I think about it. But yeah, actually, I just should buy and hold. That would be the best strategy at the end. But of course, I did not. I I saw then a lot of coins coming up, and first when I bought Bitcoin and Litecoin, what was first happening, it went down. So I think it's for everyone the same. You buy Bitcoin and it immediately drops 5, 6, 7%, and you get fears. You think, okay, maybe it was the wrong decision.
Mm,
But in my case, I was hodling. I didn't sold at that time, but then this shiny ICOs coming up, and then maybe you can remember this. There was this rumor with IOTA and Microsoft and so on. And
mm,
I was investing in IOTA. I was investing in uh, what was it? Yeah, Ethereum for sure. I was investing in a lot of different altcoins. I think also Einsteinium or something like this. Really
yeah, yeah,
bullshit
I
that
remember
went to
that.
zero. Then
Mm,
I made some accounts on, for example, Cryptopia, and never got the money back. And then I go to my tax guy and say, hey, I have here, it was, I think, 4 or 5 thousand euro in Cryptopia, and I never get them back. And he said, yeah, but you never sold them, so I
mhm.
cannot not show it in your tax report. Things like this happen to me a lot. And also on Binance, for example, my Binance account was hacked.
Oh,
I
seriously?
don't know
Okay.
how this happened.
Mhm.
I really don't know, because I have for everything a different password and so on. But since then, I'm a little bit paranoid. I have all my crypto stuff on a separate laptop, and this laptop is just for crypto, nothing else.
Okay.
And yeah, so I made a lot of mistakes. And my investment started with, I think, yeah, maybe 2,000 euro, let's say 2,000, and then it went up to 64,000 euro in 2017. And I thought, okay, who is this Warren Buffett guy? I'm the king now. I know it
The
better
king
than
of
him. Yeah,
crypto.
while he's investing in Heinz ketchup, I can do it with crypto more easily. I already thought about buying a Tesla and so on. I was looking at the Tesla Roadster, and thought, yeah, just double this amount of money,
So
and then
easy,
I buy
right?
this car.
Yeah, yeah.
So easy. And then, of course, it didn't work out. Then the prices went down in late 2017 to 2018, and I was hodling most of the coins because I thought, yeah, it will go up again. Like everyone thought, it will go up again. And then I was looking at these charts, and people predicted things, that when this pattern is like this and that, and when the sun and the stars are like this, then crypto prices will go up again. And I believe these people, so I was hodling. But then I realized, okay, I have to be in Bitcoin. When prices go down, I have to be safe. I have to be in Bitcoin. And yeah, then I switched most of my coins into Bitcoin. and I was hodling my Bitcoin. Then I think at the end it was 8,000 euro, 8,500 euro at the worst time then
Okay.
in 2018. So from 2,000 to 64,000 to 8,000 again. That was a hard time. And then I forgot actually that I had crypto because it was boring at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then 2019 came, prices went up a little bit, and then 2020 was just crazy. But I didn't want to make the same mistakes again. That's why I sold all my altcoins and I just have Bitcoin and DeFi chain, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought when prices go down again, like they do now, then I want to be in Bitcoin or in a coin that gives me cash flow on top. Because I never wanted to make the same mistake that I have fears that I have no money anymore or so. So I decided when I invest in just Bitcoin and DeFi chain, and that's how I came to DeFi chain actually.
Awesome story. I think my and your story are so similar. So maybe
Really?
a bit,
Okay.
yeah, maybe different numbers, but I had this immense growth and thought the sky's the limit, and then the complete crash down, and I lost a bit of interest. So it could be my story. You described exactly what happened on that side, and
That's interesting.
I
Okay.
think we made the same mistakes. Everybody makes the same mistakes. But okay, then something happened, right? And then we finally figured a better way out, and we got into DeFi chain. Now, how did you find DeFi chain? I mean, DeFi chain was at that time, I think, when you came in, still super tiny. We were not on many of these coin listings. How did you hear about it?
I heard from Julian about it.
Ah, okay.
I was following him since a long time. I think when he started his crypto channel, I was following him, and I was looking at his videos, learning a lot from
Okay.
him. So I really admire him still, and I learned so much from Julian, and I'm really grateful for that. And he also entertained me with things like, for example, he was in a rap video from Cool Savage.
Yeah.
It was so funny to see him there, and he behaved so funny because I think he felt not so good being in this video, but it was just so funny, and I followed him since a long time, and then I saw. What was happening with 10x, but
Mm-hmm.
just from the sidelines because I was probably I had some of that token, but not much. And
Mm-hmm.
then I thought, okay, maybe he will not make videos anymore. Then it was quiet a while, and then I saw that he started something new. But I was not, and now I regret it. But I was not like this that I watched a video and was like, okay, I have to invest immediately in DeFi chain.
Mm-hmm.
I spent some time with actually nothing, and then I regretted and got FOMO and thought I have to buy this coin because then I learned more about it and that it's built on Bitcoin and so on. And then he catched me actually with this phrase built on Bitcoin. And so I decided,
Okay.
okay, I invest in DeFi chain. I put my money there, get some nice cash flow on top, and I really
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed that because I saw then every day, okay, I spend money now for food, for going to a restaurant, for things like that, and then I calculated how much money is this, and then I looked at my rewards, and I thought, okay, quite good. So I don't have to spend my initial money. I just can take the rewards and pay it from this. So it was a really cool time in 2020, 2021. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So Julian had an important influence on you as well, especially in getting into
Yeah,
DeFi chain. Maybe not getting into crypto, but getting into DeFi chain then. Okay.
he teach me so much, and I think because of this author, I got into crypto, but I knew nothing about crypto, and most of my information I
Mm-hmm.
really got from Julian, and he helped me also a lot to sort out people that are not with the right intentions in crypto. So he was really for me also like a filter to yeah to hear what the real people say.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, these false prophets, there are so many out there. I was following too many of them at the beginning. Do you still
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos about crypto?
Yeah, I watch your
Beside
channel. So I think I watched the first episode of
the Lord Mark and Dr. Julian
that
show?
was Yes, that was ever on your YouTube channel. So I think I watched the first episode, and since then you catch me with this. I watched the first episode with DC. So I really followed the channel for a long time,
Wow, thank you
and
so
yeah,
much.
I watched some YouTube, but not so much anymore. I have to say, because the information is now everywhere is information, and also
Mm,
about DeFi chain, I cannot follow everything what happens on
mm,
DeFi chain
mm,
because there's so much info out there. I watch sometimes videos from DeFi chain info from Michael.
mm.
I watch sometimes or actually almost all the time on your channel what happened, and I watch the videos of Julian, but yeah, that's mostly it because there's so much information out there that I cannot follow everything. I don't know how it is for you. What
No.
do you watch on YouTube?
Like in the last bull run, I was all over the place, and there were a couple of YouTubers that don't exist anymore, and I was like religiously following these people. It's really crazy how they disappeared, right? And then I really not many, so mostly Julian. One guy that I really still enjoy, but I watch it, let's say, twice a week is Benjamin Cohen or Benjamin Cohen, how they call him. He approaches the whole thing more from a macroeconomic perspective. He's a pretty smart guy. I don't know if you've ever seen his videos. I think he's got quite a big followership also in
Yeah,
DeFi chain. I think he approaches it a bit different. I like that. He's very realistic and numbers and facts and not so much shilling coins. And yeah, mm, honestly,
you met
not much
MM
into it.
Crypto.
Yeah,
How
that was
was
the
this?
first time I met Chris. The first time, just recently in Singapore. He's a lovely guy, and he's so different than on his videos because in his videos, and today for the Bitcoin price. And when he was there,
Guys, look at this.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's complete
and then
different.
on the thumbnail always
Yeah.
like this.
No, he's complete. Hey, Bene, you wouldn't believe it. He's super mellow and humble and relaxed and even quiet. He even looks like a bit of
Okay,
an introvert when you meet him, and super nice to talk to.
really?
Completely different persona online, and I think. You know, there's a lot of people say it's trash what he does. I think I respect a lot what he does. He made his way. He's got 650,000 followers on YouTube and a million on Twitter. He's a fantastic YouTuber. And it's so hard
Yeah,
to be a
indeed.
YouTuber because I'm not a good YouTuber. And you have to bring so much conviction to the table. You have to be constantly there. You have to constantly reinvent yourself. It's hard. It's hard work. So if somebody makes it there, they've done something right. So all respect to him, right? Well done. That was nice.
Absolutely.
Was
Yeah.
nice to meet him. You know, it's constant to producing content constantly, and that takes us now very close to our topic. Is really hard, right? So you've
It
been
is
in the
hard, yeah.
community. You followed Julian.
Yeah.
You bought your first DFI. You went maybe staking, liquidity mining. So what was the next step? What happened then?
Yeah. And then I was a silent member of the community
Okay.
at the beginning, and I
Okay.
think so many out there are silent members, and they following everything and they have skin in the game, but
Mhm.
they are very silent,
There's
and
many.
I think that's
You're so
actually
right.
sad.
There's so many. Yeah, they do nothing. Yeah, they just observe, right?
Yeah, and but I was one of them, and I was thinking, and I talked with my friend Marvin. I told him, yeah, I want to do something for DeFi chain. I want to do something for my investment,
Mhm.
and I want to be part of this community, but I don't know how because I'm not a tech guy. I'm not into writing code or so.
Mhm.
So I was yeah thinking about what can I do for the community, and then it started very natural actually because I yeah I sometimes I edit some videos and I do it actually just for fun.
Okay.
Back then I made some music videos for artists and so on,
Oh,
so I
okay.
have the skills from back then, and then I just did for me some videos or for my friends to entertain them, and I made a video from Julian and from the movie Interstellar, and it was in German because yeah, it was actually just
Yeah.
for my
Yeah.
friends at the beginning, and it was so so funny the thought that Matthew McConaughey came back from this water planet
Mhm.
there,
Mhm.
and he spent 20 years there or so, and then he came back in his space shuttle and turned on the computer or the TV or what it is, and
And then it was
yeah,
Julian on the screen, right?
normally, yeah, and normally you would think, yeah, he will watch something about his family and so on, but then he turned on the TV, and there's Julian speaking. Hey, I'm Julian. I want to make you crypto fit and so on. And and he is watching this video very emotional. So he was laughing. Then he started to
That was a
cry and so.
crying.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and Julian just talked basically about DeFi chain and what happened on DeFi chain. And I found this so funny because it is so weird to think this guy comes back after 20 years. He suffered a lot, and the first thing what he does is watching a video of Julian making himself crypto fit. So I was laughing a lot about this video, and my girlfriend too, and my friends as well. And then I just thought, hey, Julian, I think he can take this. I think he has a lot of humor, so I will post this now on Twitter. And then I did, and I tagged him under this tweet, and I think I tagged you as well, and
Yep.
DC, and then it started actually, and I never thought that there will be some follow up on that, and then a lot of people find it funny and laugh about it, and Julian as well. He commented the video,
It was awesome. I
DC,
I
yeah.
can still remember when I saw it. I thought that's brilliant. That's so brilliant. You know, nobody has done that in a community before. I found it amazing.
So it was so funny, but I think I myself I was laughing the most about this video. So actually it was just for me and my friends, but then I posted it, and immediately it started with Julian commented the video. DC was writing me that he liked it a lot, and then you also wrote me and said, hey, this is a cool video, can you do this also in English? And I said, yeah, if you want. So for me, it was special that you are writing to me, to a guy that was completely unknown in the community. And then I wrote you, yeah, of course, I can also do this in English, and I can do more of this stuff. And then I was motivated. So it was external motivation from your side, because I never thought I will do a follow up on that. And then I decided, yeah, why not? If everyone likes it, I make another video and I make it in English. And then you wrote me again and said, well, it's super funny. Can you not make a YouTube account? We can help you a little bit in the news show. We can push you. And I said, yeah, Mark, if you think like this, then yeah, then I do it. And that's basically how it started. And it's so funny to think now back that yeah, you helped me a lot with this, because I never thought I will make these videos on a regular basis.
Very, very welcome. I found it so freaking fantastic that you did this, because humor is something that in crypto is sometimes not so present. And we had some hard times, right? And I think some of the videos, they were very emotional, and I really like that you started including so many characters there. And I think people found themselves in the videos. I think it's fantastic. So I would love to see more. Even some people don't find it funny if we do that now, but maybe, I don't know, what's wrong with these people? I think we can all enjoy and having fun also in hard times, right? Cool.
Yeah, I think the same. And also my friends told me, hey, you are now in the fireside chat with Mark, and you talk about these videos. You have to do a video for that. And I said, yeah, I will try to. So maybe around that time when the video comes out, I will produce another funny video, and I will see, I will test if the people
Are
are
ready for
in
more
laughing
humor.
mode or not, if they can laugh about it, or if they will blame me for making jokes in this hard time or so. So I will try.
No, I think you should absolutely do, Benny, because I think humor is a how can I say, it goes over a lot of boundaries, right? So sometimes it's hard to talk to people, but with humor, I think you can connect really. And if somebody cannot handle it, then yeah, I don't know, reality check for them. I think it's great. Look, really looking forward to it. I would hope to see one. Cool. Bene. So that was the video story. I know video editing. I find video editing very, very difficult. I had several attempts as a film creator. Also in my little YouTube career, I do everything in one go. I don't cut because I think it's just a lot of work. I'm really not talented enough for editing video. Are you still doing it for your private stuff, or is this now only really only for if I do something for DeFi Chain? You do the wedding videos, family videos, Christmas videos, or is this something what you're not touching anymore?
So a lot of people tell me actually, hey, can you make a quick video for me?
Yeah,
Can you do this quickly?
it's not
And
quickly, right?
it's not quick. It's never quick. And the people think, yeah, you have a camera, you have some lights, you can make a
Mm,
video of
mm,
me, and in 5 minutes it's done. But actually, it's a lot of preparation. And for example, small details like the battery in the camera or so can really ruin your whole video, because
mm.
then you don't have the battery and you can do basically nothing. And that's why I find it very hard to um, always do these quickly videos and so on. So when I do it, then I try to do it a little bit more professional. But most of the people, they don't want to pay you for making
Yeah,
videos.
because it's
They
done
say
quickly
it's
anyway,
your
right? It's,
hobby.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you like to do it, then I don't pay you. So in Germany, especially, you have to hate your job to get paid for it. So when you like your job, then they don't want to pay you, because then they
It's
say,
a
yeah, you
pleasure,
enjoy it.
right?
Why should
Yeah,
I pay
yeah,
you?
right.
Yeah. So I think that's something very difficult, especially
Mm,
for content creators, for people that are in this creativity, uh, um, uh, in this part, that they want to do
yeah.
something creative. There's very difficult to get money for it, and then I think, okay, why should I spend my time for that when I don't get appreciated for it in
Mm,
the community? I get appreciated for it. I get a lot of comments, a lot of really nice comments, and that's then my payment. But when I do it for clients, it's often annoying. So I'm on another thing. I want to make a video about my journey in crypto,
okay.
and I collected already a lot of material for that. I was with my girlfriend in Gran Canaria. I was in Santorini. Um, uh, I made a lot of cool things that
Hmm.
I could do because of DeFi Chain, and I want to put all of these things together in one video. How it started,
Cool.
how I was here, not knowing what can I do in the future, where will it go, and then DeFi Chain helped me a lot with the next steps, and I documented these steps, and I want to put all together to one video. But it's a lot of work, and I want that
Mm.
it's professional. I want that it's good. So probably it will take another few months, but then I will release it, and I hope that this will be a little bit more professional, not just putting
Cool.
heads on
Cool.
top of other people's body. That will be a really professional video, and I'm looking forward to that. And that will be
Awesome.
not a funny video, but more
More like a
yeah,
documentary in some way, or
more documentary, and
Mhm.
more maybe also from the emotional side. Yeah.
Mhm. Fantastic. So any plan how long this video gonna be? Like, is it gonna be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes?
The problem is, always when I work on it, it gets longer and
Mhm.
longer, and then I sleep one night, and in the morning I look at it, what I did, and then I think it gets too long. I have
Okay.
to I have to cut it, and then I put it together in maybe 5 to 6 minutes,
Mhm.
and then I have new material, and I put this new material on top, and then it gets longer and longer. So I had already a story. I was reading my story, and it was around about 5 minutes, and then I thought, okay, perfect, it has to be 5 minutes now. But it's so difficult to put everything in 5 minutes, and I don't want to make it boring from one side, but I don't want to make missing parts that are actually
Mhm.
important for the understanding of the video. So it's really difficult to manage this.
Wow, sounds like a big project. So short film from Bene coming soon. So now it's out of the cat's out of the sack, the toothpaste out of the tube. So now you cannot not do it. So you have to deliver, my
Pressure is
friend.
on me now.
Pressure's on.
Yeah.
So Bene's short film is coming. End of Q1 2023. Watch that space. We're gonna promote the video.
But I have to say, I really like your style of making videos, because it's very authentic to make all in just one shot. and
Yeah.
without cutting much, without editing much. So maybe it's not my approach because I come from another background, but
Mm.
I really like this because it's really authentic.
Okay, thanks a lot. But you know where it came from, right? I'm maybe a bit lazy and I have no skills in editing. So I said, so how can I make this work? And I think I learned that from Julian because Julian is similar, right? He's like this 80-20%, this Pareto guy. He says, I can reach so much with very little, so very little like
Yeah.
this, right? So, but yeah, it's easier. But sometimes I look at my videos and I fuck, man, hey, what did I say there? You know, it's embarrassing, especially if you hear yourself and you don't have no second take. It's all, yeah, pros and cons, right? Cool.
Yeah, in Julian's videos, I love always when he's driving because he's complaining so much about the other drivers, and this really make him sometimes confused what he was wanted to actually talk about. So he's so focused on the other people how they drive, and he's always commenting that. And I really love these parts all the time because he's really into looking how other people drive and how his own driving is. And then he always says. Yeah, maybe I'm not the best driver, but I'm quite good in driving my car. So he always says this, and I love this part really.
You know, Bene, this is so funny that you say that because there's a story behind, and there's a bit of a story behind it. Because
Okay.
Julian never had time to do videos for a certain time, so he started recording in his car, right? And then I looked at it and I said, hey, dude, I find these videos actually pretty good because there's not only crypto content, people see your environment. You drive through Singapore, it's exciting, right? It's a new city. Not so many people have been in Singapore. And then he said, oh, really? It was born out of lack of time. And then he started optimizing that. You know, he put the microphone on and it got more and more. And I think these videos are really awesome. He's
Yeah.
relaxed and enjoying driving his nice car and stuff. I think they're really good. But it's interesting that you kind of also get this positive vibe out of that and having fun watching that, right?
Yeah, completely. And I think you were also sometimes in these car
Yeah,
videos. I
there
think
were
when
a
you
couple.
drive
There were a couple. We
golfing
were
or
driving
so.
to the golf course or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, yeah, a lot of funny story. Bene, another topic.
Yeah.
You are planning something big for DeFi chain. And I would really like to talk about. I mean, it's a possibility that it happens. We wanna say, oh, I don't know. Maybe you can explain a little bit if it's gonna happen, if it's maybe gonna happen, if it's very likely to happen. But tell us a little bit about this project, and then I have a couple of questions. But I want to let you explain first before I ask my questions. Otherwise, I give away too much.
Yeah.
What's the thing you're
There's also a
working on, or
funny
what's
story.
your crazy idea?
There's also a funny story behind this, and I never shared this story, and I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to share all of this information. But I hope Ben and Fabio that they are not angry with me if I talk now a lot about it. So yeah, it started actually with again. It started like I started my videos.
Mm-hmm.
I just look around who would be probably interested in DeFi chain and is already popular, but not Hollywood star or some big
Mm-hmm.
celebrities. I wanted to find people that are in this messy middle,
Mm-hmm.
that they
Mm-hmm.
are not completely a star, but they are well known.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching UFC on the Zone, and I really like the moderators there on the
Mm-hmm.
Zone. They do a really good job, and I decided, okay, they are sometimes also in the screen, and maybe we can get some screen time with a DeFi chain logo. And I wanted actually to send the moderators a shirt like this. That with the DeFi chain logo, and I thought maybe we can make a very very small proposal. Let's say we give them 5,000 euro, and then they wear the DeFi chain shirt the whole year, and then we get some airtime on the Zone for free, more or less, because 5,000 is nothing, and we would be on UFC because it's very expensive to sponsor the
Mm-hmm.
UFC,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be probably possible to sponsor the moderators. And then I was in touch with Andreas. Andreas is one of the moderators, Andreas Graniotakis, and he's a really cool guy. And we, from the beginning, we liked each other a lot. We had a good connection, and I asked him, "Hey, would this be possible for you?" And he
Yep.
said, "Ah, the Zone they don't want to have these hidden commercial things and so on. So they are not happy with this, and I could understand. And I said, hey, but thanks for answering me. It's fine and it's okay. But then he came up with another idea, and he said that he is one of the hosts of the NFC, and the NFC is the mixed martial arts thing in Germany. So
Okay.
it's like the UFC, but from Germany.
Okay.
And he said, hey, I'm the host of this thing, and we are really flexible. We can do everything there because I'm the host with my colleagues, and we can decide what happened there. So if we would wear the T-shirt there, would be fine. If the fighters would wear a T-shirt or so, would be also fine. So let's think in this direction. And then I said, yeah, why not? Let's have a Zoom call about that. And I felt that maybe I'm not able to put all the things together. So I asked Fabio, hey Fabio, would you join this Zoom call? And I expected that he say, no, I'm busy, because why should Fabio spend time for me? I think we know each other a little bit, but I'm still a nobody for him probably. And then he immediately said, Bene, let's do this. I will join no matter what time. So I will come on that meeting. And I was quite happy about that. And then with this, I told Ben from the Accelerator team, hey, Fabio and I have this call with Andreas, with a guy from the NFC. Would you join? Because you have more marketing knowledge than me. Probably it's good if he's there. And then Ben also immediately said, yeah, okay, when Fabio is there and when you are there, I will join. And then I had the crew together. So the gang was there. And we went in this Zoom call with Andreas, and really, I think nobody does it like me, because I have no experience in marketing. I was really harsh on that, guys. And Ben, I think he also thought sometimes, why he want this and that and this. The people cannot say yes to him, because I was really I want a lot from them. And for example, I want a fight of the night bonus, that the best two fighters of the night get a bonus, and the bonus have to get paid in DeFi chain.
Okay.
So not in euro, not in dollar, because I know then they will cash out immediately and they will not have the Light wallet and so on. I want that these guys download the Light wallet and deal with it. Yeah. So I told them, hey, we can make a sponsoring CFP, but I want that the fight of the night bonus is paid in DeFi chain. And they looked at each other, Michael and Andreas, and they said, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, but we want also this, and we want that, and we want sponsoring on the ring and around, and we
Quite
want
demanding, Mr. Bene.
yeah. Yes. And then I told them, but we cannot guarantee that you will get the money.
Okay.
And I think at the beginning they were thinking, okay, this guy, he wants a lot, so probably he has the power over these 50 millions in the community for. I think they really thought I'm now this crazy crypto millionaire and I can spend the money however I want, right? And that's why they were really nice to me. And they said, here, and we will invite you to the NFC in Düsseldorf at the 17th of December. And then I said, nice, but I want also a card for my girlfriend, and I want a card for Ben, and I want 2 cards for Fabio and his wife. And then he said, yeah, okay, let's do it. And so every one of us got a VIP card, and we will meet there then. And they will also do already, they will already put our logo on the ring and everywhere around. So we didn't pay them for December, but they will already promote DeFi Chain in December.
Fantastic.
And it is a huge event. It is really huge in Germany, and they have a growing community base and so on. So they are really pushing forward. And Fabio told me there's a study that crypto and fighting, these MMA things, that it's very correlated to each other, and that people that like cryptocurrency, they also like often to see these fights, and the other way around. So it makes really sense for us to make a CFP to sponsor the NFC, and the guys are really open to make everything happen like we want it to be. But really, I have to admire these guys for everything, every time saying yes to my crazy ideas, and I think we can make a really cool CFP for that.
That sounds amazing. So the CFP is coming in the next voting round then, most likely, right? Beginning of 2023?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, we hope that, but maybe you can answer this. When is the next CFP round?
The
Is it in
next the next
January?
the next CFP round's gonna be so now with the hard fork, the on-chain governance is fully integrated, and then I think it's, don't get me wrong, is it, let's say it's 100,000 blocks or something like this until the next voting. So you have to put your proposal online, and then it has to
Yeah.
run for one round. So it's gonna be most likely that you can approve it. Not gonna be January. It's most likely February then, but something
Okay.
in that time frame. This is super
Sounds
interesting.
good.
Fighting. So we have a couple of things, right? So we have fighters. I would like
Yeah.
to talk with you about that because we are in the background working a little bit on this story for a long time. So we have fighters, we have fighting slash MMA, and we have somebody who is a, how did you describe yourself? A anti-aggression coach or something like this. So how do these things go together? I mean, fighter and fighting, but then there are a lot of people say no, we shouldn't fight. But I think we really want to position fighters in a completely new light. Fighters are not fighting against other communities. Fighters are fighting for the good thing. We fight for decentralization. We fight for Web3. We fight for the best idea wins, right? So these are kind of our new principles. But how do you see? I mean, we sponsor a fight, they really kick each other's ass, and then you say, hey, I'm against aggression. So how does that go together?
Yeah, that's quite difficult, because, like you said, I'm actually a certified anger management
Anger management,
coach.
that's the word, yeah, not
Yeah,
anti-aggression.
and yeah, so that's a little bit difficult to. For example, Andreas also told me, hey, somebody has to send the fighters this fight of the night bonus, and this will be on television in Germany on Sport 1. And so probably you have to be there at the events to send the fight of the night bonus to these fighters in the live show. And I told him, yeah, okay, I can do this. But then I thought, oh my god, I'm an anger management trainer. I'm at this show. Maybe they will hit each other, punch each other in the face, and the best guys that punch each other mostly in the face and the hardest, they get then a bonus of me. And I mean, it's not only from me; it's from the community. But they will see my face there, and I will maybe sit in the first row there and enjoying how they
How they kick
fight with
each
each
other's
other.
ass, yeah.
Yes, and then on Monday I will come to work, maybe with a school, and seventh grade or so, and I will tell them, hey, please don't hit each other in the face. But on Sunday I was at this event and they saw me there enjoying it. So it's really difficult to bring this together. But I found a way for me, and I think it makes sense. Not for everyone probably, but for me it makes sense. And for me is. Uh, Being angry and to have some aggression is completely normal for every one of us. I think nobody is every time in a good mood. So everyone is sometimes angry and has aggression. And aggression itself comes from aggredior, and it means actually just to be active,
Okay.
to move somewhere in a direction and so on. So actually, it's a very neutral terminology. And the problem is when this aggression becomes violence, and I think that is the big difference. And in these fighting events, they agree each other that they throw each other, punch each other in the face. They agree on that. There's a referee that look for the very clear rules in this thing. Most of the time they give each other a handshake before and after. And in a lot of sport categories in this fighting, it is very very much uh, about respect. So I think in judo especially, you have to be very much into this respect thing, that you can do judo. Otherwise, you will not find a good training camp.
Okay.
So there is already a lot of respect. There's already a lot of yeah, being okay with each other, treat each other in a good way, but agreeing on that sport thing, that you show who is the best. And I think you can really bring this together, that we are the fighters and we fight for something and they also fight for something. And we also talked about this point that maybe it's good for us to um, uh, I don't say that we have to be the guys in the community that has to bring violence or so. I don't say that we have to become this kind of communities. And I know these communities are out there. We don't have to be that, but we also don't have to let us push in this victim direction. I think we have to be competitors, and competitors is for me the healthy way of doing it, and the middle way.
Mm.
And we are fighting for decentralized finance. So we fight against the banking system like it is right now. And we want to change that. I don't say we want to change it with unfair things, but we want to change it and we fight for that. So we have things that we fight for, that we believe in. And also these fighters in the NFC, for example, they fight probably for glory, or they fight for becoming the best, for becoming the champion or so. And I think so. We both have something that we fight for, and we both want to reach this goal with a fair style, and with in a cool way. And I think there are some things that we have together, and that's why Andreas and I, we were talking a lot about this, how we can bring this DeFi chain topic to their community, and how probably the DeFi chain community could get also attracted to what the NFC is doing. So I think we have a lot in common, and we just have to brainstorm about it. We have to put these things together, and I think then we see there's a lot to fight for in the NFC and for DeFi chain as well.
Perfect, perfectly explained. I really like how you explained it, because last weekend, or yeah, no, 2 weekends ago, I was at the One Championship night here in Singapore, and I think it's similar like UFC, right? I'm not that specialist, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and they were really kicking each other's butts really hard, and there was a lot of blood and violence in some way, right? But like you said, it was agreed on. They shook hands. They respect each other. They thanked each other for the fight and everything. And it was, even it looked like very, let's use the word violent again, right? But it was fair, right? So, and I fully understand that people say no, we should not call ourselves fighters, but I think how you explained it is perfect. This common goal, doing it fair together, right? It's not about being bullies and assholes regarding other projects. Unite, right? Fight for the right things. I find this idea freaking fantastic, bringing mixed martial art together with crypto.
Yeah, and really in this Zoom course, we found a lot of similarities. For example, as well, that they have to deal with a lot of things that people think about fighting.
Okay, that are
So
prejudice
they're
that are actually not even really true, most likely, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. They think the fighters, they fight everywhere. They go to train station and hit people there or so at
Yeah.
night. So they say they have to deal with these arguments, and we as a community have to deal also with arguments that crypto is just for
For
money laundering.
criminals or money
That's,
laundering, yeah,
yeah, for
yeah, tax
criminals and so
evasion,
on.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and this stupid arguments that DeFi chain is going to zero and so on, and it will never get fixed with the DUSD and so on. So a lot of bullshit is there around, a lot of bullshit arguments, and they have to deal as well with a lot of these arguments in their area. So we said maybe it could be also an approach to limit these things, or to found clarity in this,
Yep.
because we both have to deal with it, and that brings us also together. So actually, we are both growing community, fighting events, the NFC, and we as DeFi chain. We are both in this messy middle. So they have 6 events now, but I think they want to make 12 events every month,
Okay.
an event. So, and we want to reach higher goals. We want to attract new investors and so on. We want to become bigger and bigger. So I think we are, both groups are very ambitious, and it would be very cool if we would help each other. And they also told us, hey, you are the first crypto thing that we deal with, so we have to learn a lot, but we also want to learn a lot. And I think you don't get this from other marketing campaigns, that they are really interested in what you are doing. I think, for example, Andreas, he said, yeah, can you send me 50 DFI or so that I can play around with it on the Light Wallet? And most people, they just want to take your money. They don't really care about your product, and they really care about what we are doing. And they want, for example, also do this with the fighters. And the fighters, they are not completely understood what it means when they get the Fight of the Night bonus on their Light Wallet, because they would also have to use another service like DFX, for example, to get the money on their bank account. So that would be also a nice commercial for DFX. And maybe we can also do there something that they also mentioned and so on. So and to show a fighter these steps, how he get his money from there to his bank account, how he can, for example, do liquidity mining on the Light Wallet with some of his Fight of the Night bonus. This is a really good way of explain this to people that are new, because these fighters are new. And if we explain this to them, they have a high motivation, because they have probably a $5,000 bonus on their Light Wallet. They want to know how they can get the money from there. So the motivation is high, and maybe we can get some people through this, because we can explain it in that moment. And we have really people that are also starting from the beginning and don't know how they get the money from there to liquidity mining or to their bank account or somewhere else. So I think that could really also be something that, there's a lot of explanation going on. And these guys already told us, you're doing great job with a lot of things, but you have to explain better how this thing works, because they struggle a lot with it. And they told us already, we will help you, that really everyone understands this. So
Cool.
I'm really curious how they will do this.
It sounds like a really good opportunity for us to promote our project. It's really so looking forward to your CFP. Hopefully all's gonna go smoothly. We're gonna then of course talk about the next time when the CFP is out about it again. You know what we should do? We have a DeFi poker nights. We have a DeFi fight night. One day we have to have a real DeFi fight night, where we have like people from the community fighting each other. We have to bring Julian into the ring.
That would be a cool thing,
right?
Especially when some people, for example, at the beginning it looked like Kügi and Tommy, for example, on Twitter. If you followed this, they were always against each other and argue
So
against
now
each
they have
other.
to fight it out in the hexagon. We put them in the cage together, right?
Yes, and we tell just Andreas from fighting, hey, we want another thing. I come with another thing. Hey, we want that two people from the community can fight at your events all the time. So, and then we always bring the two people that have the most drama going on and let them fight in the cage.
I like that. So we put the drama queens in the cage. So guys, you out there, listen to that. You better be careful, because if you risk a big mouse on Twitter, you're gonna end up in the cage sooner or later. It could be something that unites the community a lot, right? It's all fair.
Yeah, that would be entertaining for the whole community,
so
and then
fun.
we could make something like betting on our community members who will win, and we could do this all on DeFi chains. So I think there are a lot of opportunities for this.
I see a new epic video coming up already in the hexagon here in the left corner with the pink shorts, Julian Horst. In the other corner, I don't know who's the opponent, right? This is gonna be so much fun. Cool. Good stuff to come. So from video creator to UFC or NFC promoter, quite a lot of things on your plate for the near future.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
absolutely
I
awesome.
really look forward to these things, and it becomes really natural, these things. And when I spend more time in the community, and I really talk now to a lot of community members, it is so nice to get this group feeling from them, and to be appreciated when you do something for DeFi chain. So I really find that it's like a family now, because I think also some people left us. And that's good. That's okay. When you are not with us in a bear market, then you don't be with us when prices go up again, and they will for sure. So that's okay for me. But I think the people that are stayed with us now, these are really family. And like in every family, there's some drama going on.
Absolutely.
I think we both know this.
Yeah,
there's a lot of drama in the community, even about small things most of the time. But I like that. It's okay. It's entertaining, and I think it helps us also because when you have when you argue with some people, then that brings you also closer because you understand more what the other person means. And I try to stay open for these arguments, even if these are not my opinion. So yeah, I really love the community and what we are doing together, and I hope that we will grow more and more, that we attract new people. And I think you do a good job for that with DC together. I try to do my part now with the NFC and with my videos, and I really appreciate that and like that a lot.
Cool. Yeah. It's so important, and I like your story that you said you're not somebody who can write code and stuff. Same like here, right? Completely
Yeah.
incapable of doing the things. But I get asked so often, what can I do for the community? Where can I help? And I think you are the best example, right? Just take a skill that you have that is zero relation to crypto, right? What does video editing have to
Yeah.
do with a blockchain, the decentralized finance project? And you made something completely outstanding out of it and became such an important part. I love it. I think it's a success story from the beginning until the end. Bene, how do you see the markets? Let's talk quickly about the market. I know this is something that is something some people say we shouldn't talk about the market. Other people might watch this video in 6 months and it's gonna be not relevant anymore. But for the time being, it's relevant. How do you feel about the market? How do you maneuver the market? Do you change your strategy in this market? And what do you expect to happen? I know this is crystal ball talk that we do now, but I think it's always kind of interesting to hear how people feel, think, and wish for. What's going on
Mm.
with you?
I am since a few days. I'm back to 100% DeFi chain because I think there will come a lot of great things. And when you are in touch with a lot of people that are working on things in the community, then I don't understand how people can be bearish because I think there's so much coming now in the near future. It's not so far that I thought now, okay, DeFi chain is way undervalued, and I can also wait a little bit, so I don't have time pressure on that. I changed my Bitcoin completely to DeFi chain, and I will just hodl this position now for yeah as long as it takes. Yeah. So I'm in staking now. I get some cash flow from this, and I really don't have time pressure. I just wait and enjoy the rewards, and I wait that DeFi meta chain is coming. I wait for our proposal. I wait for a lot of cool things that will come. I know already from some people that really huge things are coming. No insider information, just talk with the people so everyone can talk with them and get this information. But really cool things are on the way. So I decided to be completely in DeFi chain now. And to be honest, I don't care if the market go up or down. It doesn't affect me anymore. I think really 2017 and 2018 made me bulletproof in this thing. So
You're a
for
real
me,
OG
I
now.
don't
You're a
care.
real OG. You've been in the market for
Yeah.
4 or 5 years already, right? You've seen so much shit that it cannot really bother you anymore, most likely.
Yeah, I saw the Elon candle going up and down. I saw hacks going on. I saw the FTX thing now going on. I mean, this is also a crazy story. I
Crazy,
still cannot
absolutely.
believe this. But I think also here that Cake, for example, will go out as the big winner of all this drama that is going on because they are really transparent instead of other companies out there. So I think yeah, now it doesn't feel good for everyone, but they could really be the winner in the next bull market, and they prepare already for that. So, and that is also good for DeFi chain. So I think yeah, there's a great opportunity right now to buy, but for sure, I don't know if prices go up or down. And to be honest, I don't care anymore. Let it go down, let it go up. I'm invested now, and I don't invest more at that time because I have now um, my savings that I made when Julian cashed out some of his Bitcoin. I thought, okay, when this guy is cashing out, I also have to cash a little bit out. And it was a
Smart
good
move.
decision
Smart
again.
move.
So really,
Smart move.
Julian is my indicator. It's my only indicator. I don't be in this volume or something like this. Julian is my indicator. When he sells, I sell. I take profits, and that's how I made it. And now I'm just investing and wait.
Cool.
How is it
Cool.
for you, Mark?
My approach didn't change a lot. I was always on the way up, always cashing out a little bit. So the biggest learning for me in 2017, 18 was, and I wasn't selling anything. I was reinvesting, and then I was hodling all the way down. And this time I said, when prices go up, on the way up, I cash out smaller portions just to have a little bit of cushion when it goes down, that I don't sit there and say, oh, I have to sell now because I cannot pay for my, I don't know, for my food, for my vacation, for whatever. Um, Now I'm not selling because at the moment I think it's completely undervalued. So that's at the moment I'm accumulating. And I'm also not investing more at the moment. So I might go in with some cash again, but at the moment I'm waiting. I've got a big stake there, and yeah, I sit there and look at it. I try not to look at the price. It's not always easy, but even after 6 years, but I'm far less affected by it. So big drops, I kind of, yeah, I look at the price, I watch it, but I'm kind of, I wouldn't call myself bulletproof, but I'm quite relaxed about it. I think price is not representing the value. This is easy to say, but we know a lot of stuff's happening. I think that's very, very well said. There's so much coming. I'm very bullish on DeFi chain. Absolutely.
And I think you used the time in the spare market very good already. You were traveling a lot, right?
I was traveling a little bit, and I'm gonna travel over Christmas again. And I,
Okay.
I try to do a lot of other things. I mean, I ride a lot. I do a lot of cycling at the moment. I do long distance events. Next end of the week, I'm gonna do a 200-kilometer event in Singapore. Singapore is a
Wow.
tiny
Okay.
island, so you can about 100 kilometer to ride around the island. So it's gonna be 2 rounds around the island. It's gonna take us a couple of hours. I wanted to end exactly with a topic like that. This is like we planned it. We didn't plan it, by the way. Crypto talk is nice, but it's more about the human being Bene over there, not so much the crypto investor. What else beside your video hobby and stuff? What else is your passion that we haven't spoken about? What are the things you do if you're not doing anger management or you're not investing, doing videos? What else is out there? What keeps you excited or is an important part of your life?
It's a good question. I would say to help other people
Okay.
is a big purpose in my life because I think I'm yeah, I'm a religious person, and I
Okay.
think God gave me really everything that I need, even more than I need in life, and He was really giving me so much that I have the responsibility to help other people that maybe had not that great chances in life, that had not this good start in life, to yeah, to help them to walk this way together with them,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe to take some stones that they have in their bag, to take some stones from them in my bag, and carry them a little bit for them. So I really see there a purpose for me, and it gives me also a good feeling. I don't say that it's just uh, for helping the other people. It also helps me because it gives me a good feeling. So maybe it's even a little bit selfish, but yeah, I really enjoy helping other people and to see progress in their lives. And yeah, that's a big thing for me. But also on maybe a little bit more the normal thing is I like to play basketball. I'm
Okay.
really into basketball, and I have a good friend Dennis, and he is teaching me a lot in coming down again when I'm feeling a little bit, yeah, overhyped, and yeah, look how good I am and so on. And then I play basketball against Dennis, and I completely miss every shot against him. He blocked me all the time. He's really destroying me in the games. So I really like this to stay humble. It helps me to stay humble. And yeah, but I enjoy playing basketball a lot. And when I play against other people and not against Dennis, then I'm quite good in basketball. So I would love to play against Julian, for example,
I
because
just
I
want to
saw
say
him
that would be a
hitting.
good opponent,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I saw him playing on a basketball court, and I thought hey, I want to throw a 3-pointer in his face. That would be really a nice thing to do.
Next
So
time when there's a
probably it
community,
will
when
happen.
there's a community meetup or something like this, hopefully sooner or later, then it's your time. Bring your basketball and bring your hoop, then you can battle it out on the court.
Yeah, so I would love to do this, but that's actually maybe I can give this question back because I would be also interested. What is your purpose in life, Mark?
So
Do you have
I
something?
I really liked what you said about helping other people, right? So I I'm really somebody who likes to educate others and
Mm,
to give them something on their way. I think this is also one of the reasons why I started doing what I'm doing with DeFi Chain. When I kind of quit my job to actually dedicate my time to DeFi Chain, when of course I get paid because I'm an investor in DeFi Chain, but I'm not really getting a salary here. And I really enjoyed doing this so far. Even the times are not always easy, and you get a lot of shit because the more you do for a project, the more shit you also get. This is, I think, it's just normal, right? The
that's
more
true.
exposure you have, the more people know you. There's always somebody who doesn't like you. So I kind of really enjoyed that. I also had a project that I did before. I wanted to make people like really healthy and fit, and I wanted to build an application where they can actually exercise and getting paid in crypto for exercising. What was a failure, this project, but that's a different story. But yeah, I like to do stuff for other people, and especially if I can combine it with my passion. Like my passion is crypto. I want to make Julian started this idea, make people crypto fit, but I try to do similar things, right, on a smaller scale. That's what I really enjoy. And I try to, yeah, make other lives better in helping them to become fitter or to do sport and stuff. So these are things that I find really, really exciting. So I'm a very outgoing personality. I like to go out and play sport with others, team sports. I cycle with others, you know. I'm not so the loner who is out there alone. I really like to do stuff together. I really truly enjoyed it, and yeah, that's fun.
That's
And
cool.
like I said, it's
And
selfish, right? I enjoy it,
yeah,
but if it helps other people as well, then it's a
yeah.
good thing. It comes together very nicely.
I also think that's a good selfish thing if you help others at that time. So that's a good thing. And you helped me, for example, a lot with yeah motivating me to make these videos. So you made my life better for
But it was
sure
selfish. I
with
wanted your
DeFi
videos because I thought they're freaking fantastic. But yeah, if it comes together very well, then everybody benefits from it, right?
It's a win-win. Yeah.
Exactly, it's a win-win. Bene, we couldn't end it on a better note than on a win-win situation. Hey, man, thank you so much for coming, for taking the time. At the time of the recording, it's really early in your morning. We started at what time today, the recording? How late was it when
At
we started?
6:30,
6:30,
because I have
okay.
anger management later.
Okay,
So
cool, cool.
I will go to a school and teach the kids about anger management
Fantastic.
before the NFC. So let's see how it is after that. But yeah, so
Fantastic.
that's why we started so early.
Now, thank you very much for coming in. I know it's early, but we didn't find the right time in the evening. So, guys, this is a recording if you watch it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed Bene's story. I think it's awesome to learn about somebody who is a part of the community, but most people haven't even seen you yet. I think it's always, the big reveal coming in front of the curtain. That's how I am. It's only very courageous to do that. Thanks a lot, because a lot of people try to be in the background, hide behind their profile picture. Fair enough. I don't say that everybody has to come on camera, but you did it. Highly appreciate it. I think it was another highlight of the series Fireside Chat. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Bene, again, thanks a lot for
Thank you,
coming,
Mark.
and see you around soon somewhere on DeFi Chain. Have a nice evening and bye bye. Take care, Bene.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.